Hello guys. Welcome back to Speakers Corner podcast, of course, right here on our YouTube channel. And I have some gentlemen over here, of course, myself, Nabali over here, and the guy on glasses.
Thank you very much. My name is Benjamin Masika Mwanja, a young man from Goma, and an upcoming leader from Kimilili.
Upcoming leader from Kimilili, eh? Are you okay? You are an upcoming leader. Benja and Nabali. So you come notice currently in Bungoma County, business is not as usual. The senator and the governors were nekubaya, and you know I'm afraid because I feel like maybe Bungoma can start kukuwa na hizo issue ama episodes kama zenye zimekuwa Meru, where leaders fight na development sasa inakosekana because clearly the senator and the governor, it's war.
On the issue of Meru issue is very different from whatever is happening in Bungoma. Okay. In Bungoma, the senators, they're just doing their work.
Oversight.
In Meru, we have
a cocoon of makosa.
Now, but here we have the senator telling the governor, dude,
you are missing.
You know, if this question, what is happening? And to me, I think Wakol is doing the right thing, assuming his intentions are right.
Yeah.
To my side, me, I will subscribe with positive criticism.
Okay.
Business arguments is not what I can support. I know it is within his power as a senator to do the oversight.
Okay.
To criticize the governor or correct the governor where he has gone wrong. But I believe that let us do it positively with the intention, which is to help our people from Bungoma.
Okay.
Not selfish interests, political interests. See,
now that is where you go wrong. As a politician, you know that is how you would win cast. He has said he's a politician.
And he's trying to play that game. He's really showing us his political skills.
You're doing it as a politician. I have no. What is positive criticism? What is negative?
Yeah, you know. Looking at his intentions, looking at his criticisms, the governor made it clear through his summon
to the Senate.
Yeah. You know, we want to argue based on facts.
Yeah.
Not based on arguments.
Yeah.
You know, when we talk, all of us, we are making noise.
Okay.
But when we give a chance to each and everyone to speak, it might make sense. This is what I'm saying.
And that's what is happening. You know, we have given you that time.
This is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Senator Wafula Okoli. I don't subscribe to Senator Wafula Okoli.
Why?
Not from an individual. We don't have that we call a personal
friendship.
Personal
friendship. Yeah.
Beefs. But politically, me, I don't subscribe with him. With what he's doing, it is his oversight duty that he has to do. But again, the governor explained himself very clearly.
So what is the problem with him?
The problem with him is that since he was elected in office as the Senate of Bungoma, just recently he was seen criticizing the governor about what happened in Bungoma.
You wanted him to start earlier. Because now...
Yeah, kazi mtu unaanza mapema. Pia wewe uonekane mahali unafanya kazi as a senator of Bungoma. We don't want imposters.
Okay.
You see?
So your biggest problem is that he is an imposter. Because again,
that is not only my biggest problem. Because of course people elected him. That is how it's said.
Yeah.
But
it's not how it's said, it is the thing.
And number two, it's not any personal interest, but since he was elected in office, it's now almost 2 years down the line. We have just heard him the other day talking about questioning the governor about the accounts, about the money, how it was spent. And
what about his questions? Are they valid?
I'm saying he questioned the governor about the accounts, the money. The governor came out clear.
So what is your problem with him?
Because again, Benja, I would want to understand.
Came out clearly and explained what happened.
Yes.
It is his duty. It is oversight duty to do what he's doing. But now, My problem with him is, where was he all this time? Because apart from criticisms and oversight, there are other duties that the senator should have done.
Such as?
He should also be part and parcel of what is going on in Bungoma.
He is, and that is why, you know, now the problem with you is that
it has taken him too long
to start doing it.
Or the oversight.
And we agree.
And the other day telling him that ndio umeanza kutoa makuti. Watu walikuwa wanamwambia ndio umeanza kutoa makuti. Why? Because it was like Bungoma has no senator. At all.
But now he's doing it.
When he came and started now criticizing the governor about the money and how he spent the money. But you know, about criticizing the governor, when I talk about positive criticism and negative criticisms, it is this way. What is behind you criticizing?
The motive.
The motive behind this. Is it politically instigated? Or are you doing it because you are elected senator of Bungoma and you are doing it to defend what is your oversight duty?
But
are you doing it?
And you know, that's what I
feel like
yes.
It is one way politically instigated, and it's one way of destabilizing the governor not to perform his leadership, his management duties.
You know, I've been
give Governor Lusaka time to work.
One thing that is out there, Nabali.
Governor Lusaka time to.
One thing that is out there about the whole criticism, people pro Lusaka are out there saying that whatever the senator is doing is being influenced by the speaker. But again, I want to ask myself, is it right for Governor Lusaka to open 352 accounts?
Governor Lusaka is doing what we call management. To be a governor is more management.
Yeah.
And we all subscribe in different schools of thinking. If at all he has all those accounts, and we have
he confirmed.
He confirmed. And those all accounts are being run effectively without any by the government himself.
Now you see, okay. It's okay.
You can have 5 children, and somebody will say the problem is you're giving birth to 5 children, but you as a parent, are you comfortable with these 5 children? Are you taking care of them? Is everyone going to school? Is everyone getting his parental love and care as a parent? This is what I'm saying. If he has 350 something accounts, as you're saying, and he's comfortable with them, and we have no fraud issues.
Now there is where we are going, because with 352 accounts, who are the signatories of those accounts? Are they the same people? Or if it's different, how do you now ensure that accountability? You see now, the accountability. What if someday I forget about a specific account? Because if I hold 352 bank accounts, definitely there is one that I will prioritize, and there is this one that it will be a list of my, what I'm trying to think is, you see sometimes, the issue of accountability. Naweza nikakosea hapa katikati, because with 352 accounts, what if one of my signatories or a cocoon of my signatories decide to withdraw funds au kufanya nini? How am I going to do to account for?
Operates with national and county government are integrated. And because they're integrated, they operate with a payment mechanism called IFMIS. Which is done online.
IFMIS account.
So opening accounts, and in terms of accountability, the way you are saying, you will only complain if there is fraud. Like how genuinely we protested and complained about the mismanagement of the Minister of Water. He suspended the minister, and they are doing what we call they are doing analysis of so on such like thing.
It's okay.
If fraud and misappropriation of these funds is the issue, come out clear. But everyone has his own style of leadership and management.
It's his style.
If Governor Lusaka was elected by you people into the office, and what he's doing is not associated in anything to do with fraud, why are you complaining about how accountable he wants?
Of course.
We have already had the accountability issues.
Okay.
The thing about you is that you spend a lot of time defining terms, and when it comes to delving into actual examples, you don't. You delivering bags and bags and bags of arguments saying nothing.
Yes.
Now, sincerely speaking, any manager understands that lean management is important. You want to reduce the amount of work as much as possible. Why would you want to increase the number of accounts to make it harder for you to manage them? Unless otherwise, you just want to create confusion, number one. Number two, the initial issue was whether the senator's conduct in pointing out these issues.
Yeah.
And your problem was that he started doing it a little bit too late.
Too late.
And I do agree with that, it's too late. I mean, not really too late, it's a bit late. So, but then remember, Bungoma is a one-party county. We have for the Kenya, this is the county where you want therapies. And in a political system where you have representative democracy, parties represent
opinions of the people.
Right?
Yeah.
In other words, what parties decide is sometimes even superior to what the people want.
Yeah.
That has been seen happening over and over, including to the hard current anthem.
Yeah, sure.
Where they didn't go back to the electorate to Uliza, muliangusha Odinga, now, they didn't go back to that. The senator and the governor belong to the same party.
Yeah.
That's true.
Now, to me, what I see happening is that the senator being from the same party, and that is the problem that comes from the democratic system. It's like part of the, what do I call it? The byproduct of democracy is that it actually limits the democracy itself.
Yeah,
because
sure.
The moment the senator and the governor come
Are from the same party. Then critics, yeah.
The senator can be whipped.
Yeah. Not to. Yeah. The governor, yeah.
And that's probably what has been happening. Also considering that the current senator is only a replacement. Amajua anashikiwa na kiti inaitwa nani number 3?
Senator. Wetangulas.
You cannot sincerely speaking as a politician and a leader yourself sit here and say that whatever the senator has been doing imekuwa out of he's working within a system that suppresses democracy, and that is what for the Kenya has done for a minute. Number one. Number two, it is a problem that he has taken this long. But him taking this long, as we've said,
it cannot invalidate whatever he's doing.
Because of belonging to the same party as the governor himself. I've had a problem with him for not saying anything or I think we spoke about it.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. He wasn't doing it.
Yeah.
And on that you are correct.
Yeah.
But you can also not criticize him for doing it just because it's late. You know? And mambo ya kuwa na account 300 hizi account zingine, because I'm not aware ziko ngapi, but I don't think that kama 300
ni less. Yeah.
Account 300 kufungua portals za watu kuibia, na wakati mwingine unakuwa mzuri wewe mwenyewe. Lakini nyumba yako iko na room kama 200. Mtu akiiba kompyuta kwa room namba 18 huko Nyewendangi,
utajua je?
But someone from your, kama huyu mtu ya wamekuwa na kampani na mdavidi
Salim, yeah, ule mtu wa news, ule mtangazaji.
The news anchor.
Yeah.
Situation such as the one the governor is creating enable theft to happen.
Yeah.
And as a manager, he's supposed to be aware. There is nothing like a style of management. There is no manager who looks for the most wasteful management style.
My argument was...
And Benjamin, on that note, before you answer, you talked about mismanaging of funds.
I have said.
Which again, the senator, of course, raised the alarm on that, because nadhani maua imepandwa kwa hii barabara, anasema ili cost around 20 million.
They were alleging
25 million.
Around 25 million.
Yeah.
The Senate did not approve that.
Media
that it was 25 million.
So
even the governor came out clear himself.
How much did the governor say?
He can,
because I was in a press conference of the governor himself, right? And the governor, he's the one who gave out these numbers, including the issue of saying, well, he spent 8 million on media. Unaona? When we are part of the media, and we did not, okay, I'm assuming maybe the legal billboards. The media. But he's the one who mentioned these figures, he himself. So, do you think that's not one of the things that the senator is not right kusema maua gani imeenda na 25 million?
This is my argument.
Yeah.
The governor, I heard the governor mention this about the 25 million.
Yeah.
And he was very clear, saying I'm not a madman to budget for 25 million for planting of maua.
So budget
for flowers. He said. Number two, he said about the issue of, in fact, I heard the senator himself saying that he had budgeted 8 million on the issue of our media and so on, of which about these issues that the senator was alleging to the governor, I think it was handled properly by the Senate when the governor was summoned. And the validity of the entire thing was out.
Yes.
That is why was
the process over or it's yet to complete?
I'm not aware of that.
Yeah, it's yet.
It's not discussed.
It's yet.
Yeah,
it's yet.
And we cannot
it's not something that has been ruled. Investigations are ongoing.
Are ongoing. So I was just trying to say that I am not against the senator criticizing the governor. I am not against what he's saying, the 25 millions due the what and what, because it's our money. I'm not against that. I am not in support of misappropriation and fraud. I'm totally against.
What are you in support?
But
he's in support of giving the governor time. I think that's what I heard him say. Because
he has defended himself. He has given.
Now, Benja, I want to ask you, which time should we give the governor when he had earlier? Alikuwa na miaka 5 ngova. We are just going. Okay, you fear. Deliver that point kwanza ndio niende.
If you and Didmus are the shining armors of Kimilili, because you literally almost dress the same and you almost sound the same.
I have no problem.
No.
I have no problem.
You can just see a cow and say, no, this is not a cow. You are house in the street.
Yeah.
I have no problem with your assumptions.
Those are observations, not assumptions.
Yeah, I have no problem with observations. In fact, I praise criticism. What you are
positive criticism, and this one is a positive one.
What you're doing is you're shaping me.
Yeah.
If in case I'm wrong in one way or another, I will think.
And you know,
because it's only a fool who doesn't accept correction.
And change.
But change.
Yeah.
This is the thing. The senator himself is not wrong. Criticize the governor. Point out the problems that are going there. The governor came out clear, appeared in the Senate, and explained on everything that the senator was alleging. Let us give them time. The truth will come out. Number 2, I am only asking that let us avoid all these pressures. If there is a criticism, if there is any problem about what you are saying that the accounts are too many and so on, the governor himself have had, and we have valid reasons as to why you are arguing like that. You are saying in case of these all accounts, there might be fraud and so on.
And he knows that.
The possibility.
You know, he knows that.
Stealing and so on, looting and so on. The governor has now had that because
it's not like he never thought of this. Okay.
Because he's now aware of this. Number 2. I mean number 3.
Number 3.
Let us give him.
What was number 2?
Because
number two was the governor had that. Let
me make it clear like this. The senator is okay to criticize the governor.
We agree on that.
Are you getting it?
Yes.
The governor came out clear, explaining on what happened, how and when. About the entire thing, the results and so on are still pending. We shall come to know that.
And
number 3,
how can you say he was right when you cannot even give an example of how he was right? Because all you are saying is right
he explained.
I think
explained it clearly by saying he's not a madman to budget for 25 million just for planting of flowers. He agreed, and I also agree that the 300 and something accounts were saying might lead to misappropriation.
Yeah, in fact he agreed.
Yeah, true.
He himself.
So what was the valid reason?
The valid reason about the entire thing should come out clear by the Senate.
And you see, Benja, what I'm trying to say,
come out with our own reasons that have not been proved and approved by them.
Okay. From what I heard, the governor said that he wanted to differentiate funds. If maybe it's youth funds, and you care. If it's what you see, that's what he said.
The reason I've told you.
And
the governor is a manager, and everyone is has his own money.
But now the problem came in. Of course, we cannot have 352 ministries that he is dispensing monies. In these accounts, there were kama hiyo ya youth funds, kulikuwa na mbili. And now the question was, why do you have 2 accounts for a certain nini? Why another 2 accounts?
Of course,
You see,
you are right to ask.
and now
you have a right to ask.
Benja.
You have a right to ask a question to the governor. He also has the right to answer.
Yeah.
And again, as a governor and as a leader, he gave you a listening ear. And if he gave you a listening ear, I think he will work towards. He will work towards.
It's okay.
all the suggestions
Oh, it's okay.
And the improvements that you people wanted. But all in all, let us try and give governor time
To work.
to work.
And
alikuwa tu sworn in.
salary kaanza.
Ikaanza hapo hivyo. He wasn't patient enough to wait until 3 years from when he was sworn in.
Until to pay time.
So you cannot be using your time, remember, I give him time as an excuse. The senator cannot
We
just
cannot just
The senator
We
cannot just sit around.
We cannot just drag behind arguing on things that he has accepted.
What I want to say is this, Benja.
He has gone,
I think-
he has gone to the Senate. He has appeared at the Senate. He has answered. We will wait for that. We cannot waste time.
I think this is the
on
best way.
all these things. Yet we also have other things he has to do. We need developments.
And now
we need
the funds of the same developments we are questioning the funds of these developments, Mr. Benjamin.
that's what I'm
Now I'm telling you, we cannot develop if he has not account kwa hizo pesa. You see, okay. But anyway, we have heard you. From what I have observed is that it's very hard to defend Senator Lusaka. You have really suffered to just defend him. It has taken you a lot. But now, a word of advice: if Mr. Benjamin Mwanja, if you sit in the committee or you have an access to the governor, kindly. Just try and advise him. Tell the governor, yes, I am out here. I am sisi ni watu wenye tunakupenda, tunajaribu kukuzia sifa, lakini inakuwa ngumu. Wakati mwingine ni ngumu sisi kusema mazuri yako.
It is true. And you know what?
Just try and advise this leader.
It is true and it's okay for a leader of his caliber and his position to be criticized. It is true and it's okay. Because Makiu cannot impress everyone. He will not be in a position to make sure that you understand he understands.
Just make sure.
What the governor is doing is he's a leader. He gave out a listening ear.
Yes.
You criticize the governor, he accepted.
It's okay.
Where he went wrong, he's a person, he's a human being. He knows.
We are yet to know that.
Where to
because he's the same governor who was once associated with the buying wheelbarrows. How many millions? So I don't know if he indeed has some listening ears.
All these things.
So guys.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
All these things you are saying in general is Governor Lusaka was elected 2022. These are the same questions. When you want to go back, you could have asked and consider not to re-electing again.
Yes.
In 2022, it was a race between Governor Lusaka and Wycliffe Wangamati.
Yes.
On the day, Governor Lusaka, Wycliffe Wangamati packed his things and went home. Because of what? You have your own considerations as to why Governor Lusaka was elected in office. Now,
As we summarize,
throughout the way, Governor Lusaka and what he's doing, his developments and so on, Governor is trying from where I sit. He is trying. Human beings are prone to mistake and errors. He's a human being, he's a leader, he gave you a listening ear, he has accepted to be corrected, the issue is in the court, in the Senate, it's being handled, the validity of the truth will come. But what I would really rally and urge our people from Bungoma, more specifically the senator, that perform your duty of criticizing the governor, oversight the governor, but also give him time to work for the people of Bungoma. Because I believe in Governor Lusaka, I believe in his policies and philosophies, and I know that Governor Lusaka will deliver to the people of Bungoma.
Okay.
So on a different show, Benja will be telling us about that philosophy he's talking about. He'll be kind enough to explain those things. He's been clear about this also without explaining in the first place.
We hope so.
We hope so.
Yeah.
But for now, it's indeed sad that it has taken time for the senator to start his oversight. But I'm strongly against young people, young Gen Zs, selling out and supporting the governor just because he's the governor. I mean, if the senator has to be allowed to do his work.
Yeah.
So you guys have to be patient too.
Yes.
So as a young man, I understand that responsibility to make sure government inafanya kazi. And I'm hoping we share the same agenda with you as a future leader, as a person who sits with some of these people, of course, based on your understanding of these issues. While we cannot ascertain what are facts here, seeing that we all depend on the media and our grapevine with these people out there, all we can say is that Kenyans who understand civil duties are our leaders, so that each leader should party opportunity of kufanya kazi yake. Yeah.
It's okay, guys. I think we have taken much time than we anticipated, and for that, kindly, I wish to end this episode here. It has been amazing having you guys, and Benjamin is here. We will be hosting him in another episode, and just stay put. Make sure you subscribe. See you next time. Goodbye.